Yep, got my Mac Jones suit on today. Off the rack, off the rack. Mac Jones, you better spend some money on some suits. Emmanuel out there in the building. I look like one of those Alabama players, bro, because they were all fresh.
They all were
Waddle, fresh.
Waddle,
Everybody, fresh.
That's the P. Who else we got in there?
Devontae Smith.
Fresh. He waited a little too long to have the diamonds on there. Chill, take them off. By the 10th pick, you got to come off right there. All right, let's get it started with the NFL draft. And the first round is in the books. And there were plenty of headlines. 5 quarterbacks were taken with the first 15 picks, including Trey Lance to the 49ers. And the Bears traded up to number 11 for Justin Fields, who didn't look so happy. Cowboys and Eagles even made a trade with Philly, adding wide receiver Devontae Smith at 10, and Dallas selecting linebacker Micah Parsons. Shout out to LeVar Arrington, Penn State boys, with the 12th pick. So, Acho, who won round 1 of the NFL draft?
The real question should be who lost it, because seemingly everybody won. Like, from all the partnerships between quarterbacks, Jalen Waddle finds Tua, Jamar Chase finds Burrow, Trevor Lawrence finds ETN, Devontae Smith finds Jalen Hurts. You could really go through the litany of teams, and shout out to all the general managers, because y'all did y'all's thing yesterday.
That's the first round. I mean, those are the alley-oops.
But in all honesty, bro, you miss a move sometimes.
But they're going to miss some moves once they get on the field. Some of these dudes ain't going to ball out. Let's just be real.
But who really won?
Okay.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Homer.
No. There is no Homer in this. I am away right now.
What?
The Philadelphia Eagles won the draft, and at least for one day, at least for one night, General Manager Howie Roseman has again earned the affection of the Eagles faithful. Let me tell you how they did this.
I like.
The Eagles, remember, just a month ago had the number 6 overall pick in the draft. What did the Eagles do with the number 6 overall pick? They traded back to the number 12 overall pick. In return, the Miami Dolphins gave them a future first-round pick next year and an additional 4th-round pick. Okay. Eagles took that future first-round pick and that 4th-round pick, and they parlayed that 12th overall pick, trading to the 10th overall pick ahead of their division rivals, the New York Giants, who needed a wide receiver to get the 2nd-best wide receiver in the draft, Devontae Smith. The same wide receiver, Devontae Smith, who they were going to draft at number 6 overall anyway, because Jamar Chase was going to be gone anyway, because Jamar Chase left at the number 5 pick. So if I'm doing my calculations correctly, carry the 2, the remainder is Devontae Smith. The Eagles got a first-round pick.
I'm listening.
To draft the same player that they was going to draft anyway in Devontae Smith. And all they had to do was give up a 3rd-round pick this year. But oh, wait. Not only did they get a first-round pick, they got a 4th-round pick. So what it looks like to me, if I can simplify this for y'all and simplify this for Eagles fans, the Eagles fans won the first round because they gained a future first-round pick and only had to move from the 3rd round to the 4th round, in essence, in order to draft Devontae Smith, maybe the best receiver in the draft, who they were going to draft anyway. I don't see how anybody won more than the Eagles. A lot of people won. But Howie Roseman and the Eagles, they won in a major way.
I'm going to beat that up. I'm going to beat that up.
You going to try?
You want me to?
Try.
Well, first of all, I know we at Fox, but you ain't got to film The Simpsons. Homer over here with that Eagles take. Here's a counterpunch to that Eagles one before I even get into mine. I thought you didn't like their quarterback. So who cares how many first-round picks you didn't get?
That's not a counterpunch.
Devontae Smith could be like, oh, Acho said he don't like you, Jalen. Can you reach? Oh, he got quiet over there. I thought so. Okay, so give Jalen Hurts a little more props than that. Good take. Here's a great take. Let's talk about who really won this draft. It was early, too.
Talk to me.
Number 4 pick, Kyle Pitts. Oh, my God. Tight end of the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay, go there.
You know why? You can't double-team everybody.
Fair.
Woo! Let's look at this Atlanta roster on offense right now and then say, what is Kyle Pitts going to see? He's going to see a lot of space, a lot of free acreage right now, because we talk about Julio Jones. We talk about Calvin Ridley already in that combination, only 2nd in terms of receiving production last year to what? The Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. Okay, that's a good stat. How about this? How it's going to revive everything in Atlanta, especially even Matt Ryan's career. Matt Ryan's on the decline, some would say. Trade bait conversations are moving on from him. Not anymore. Literally going back there, 3-step drop, close your eyes, throw it up. Someone's going to catch this ball right now. Look at the weapons that they have. Beyond the names, it's about the talent. They already had a top 10 total offense 6 of the last 7 years. That's before Kyle Pitts. Who's Kyle Pitts? Some are saying already, by talent, that's going to be a Hall of Famer. I played with Antonio Gates, who's going to be a Hall of Famer. Antonio Gates was a beast. From hello, you kind of said, damn, you didn't play football before this? He was like, I was trying to play basketball. It was like, boy, you missed out on the opportunity to let everyone know you should have been drafted as high as maybe a Kyle Pitts. But Antonio Gates still went out there and did it. And this is no slight to the homie. Antonio Gates, in terms of skill set, is not what Kyle Pitts was day one. 6'6", 240, can run. They said run 4.4. Are you kidding me? The guy can do it all, and he's going to be in an offense where they're going to say, we don't need you to do much. Goodness! Matt Ryan is sitting there smiling to the heavens. All I have to say on top of that is look at these guys in terms of talent. You got a number 6 overall pick, Julio Jones, who's a future Hall of Famer. Calvin Ridley, 26, another first-rounder. Hayden Hurst, 25th overall pick. You talk about all those 3 first-rounders in the offensive line in terms of production. Matt Ryan, your quarterback, we already know Matt Ryan could put up the yards, put up the stats. Top 5 passing offense each of the last 3 seasons before Kyle Pitts. It was simple. After the 4th pick, everybody else was nice claps. There was only one bona fide Hall of Famer going in the first round, and we already know who that was. My man, Kyle Pitts.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Can I add another name into the conversation of the winners?
That you
add another name.
Another one? Another team?
I like my Eagles. That was my first. That was my 1A or my 1. I like Kyle Pitts. I'm going to give you that. But can I throw Justin Fields into the names, please?
Can I throw it back to you? Did you see his face?
Bruh.
Justin Fields doesn't agree with you.
Right,
he was
does.
salty.
He does. He was salty. He fell, but he was not salty where he fell to.
11? That's falling.
That's falling. I keep on falling. Yes, that's falling.
That is not falling.
Justin Fields won the draft. Also, why, Sel? Because
Let's go.
if you just want to talk about rosters, the Chicago Bears roster is just as good as the 49ers roster, where everybody was saying that, oh, my gosh, if you go to the 49ers, you'll win instantly.
I see some
49ers got Bosa. Bosa's a dog. Hurt last year, I don't care about that. He's a dog. Chicago Bears just have a guy by the name of Khalil Mack. Not a big deal. 49ers got Fred Warner. Fred Warner is a beast at linebacker. I know something about linebackers. Chicago Bears just got a guy by the name of Roquan Swift. Not a big deal. Chicago Bears made it to the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years with Mitch Trubisky. I like Mitch. But if you think Mitch Trubisky was a limiting reactant, then you made it to the playoffs, Chicago Bears, in spite of Mitch Trubisky's play. Now you telling me you got a quarterback who should be a generational quarterback in Justin Fields? Oh, y'all big-time winners. Chicago Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer. Justin Fields might just come in and pass for 4,000 next year if he starts week 1 and plays 17 games. That's a little bit skewed because you get to play 1 more game. But Justin Fields might show up and do that next year. Justin Fields, you got a bona fide number 1 receiver in Robinson. You got a speedster in Mooney. You got another speedster, Olympic 2 times. He qualifies in Marquise Goodwin. You got your Tariq Cohen as your running back, who's a gadget guy, along with having David Montgomery, a 1,000-yard running back. You got a 1,000-yard running back, a 1,000-yard receiver, Khalil Mack at defensive end, Roquan Smith, a linebacker, plus playmaking safeties in the back end as well. Whew, it couldn't have got better for Justin Fields, big dog. Going to Chicago is a bigger win for Justin Fields than had he even gone to San Fran. Because the last thing I'm going to say on that note, San Fran, you got to deal with Russell Wilson, yo. Not only you got to deal with Russell Wilson, you got to deal with Kyler Murray. He's talented. Not only you got to deal with that, you got to deal with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. They talented. If you, Justin Fields, you go ahead and waltz on into Chicago, you got to deal with Jared Goff. They don't know what they're doing on offense, not yet, too far away. You got to deal with Kirk Cousins. Yeah, he's good, but we know his ceiling. And Aaron Rodgers don't want to be there. You might look up in 12 months and be the best quarterback-coach combination in that division. You might look up in 3 months and be the best quarterback-coach combination in that division. Hey, Justin Fields won. He won.
Yeah, I think he won, and I think he feels like a loser. And that's you saw his face. What you mean? Why?
He fell, bro. He fell.
Dog, okay, I'm fine with that. But attitude determines altitude. Never forget that, okay? So, look, I don't give a damn what you fell. You fell into something great, it sounds like to you, and to me as well. You should have that quick fix. Like, hey, man, I understand the production of emotions. So many people get caught up in this, and it's false. Look, Justin Fields, I get it. You got to look like, man, I failed. Dog, you fell into greatness. Like, you got slotted. The universe said, let you fall so you can rise. Like, this situation is great. I give you that. But Green Bay, let's not hype it up too much. Aaron Rodgers, still in the building, 13-3. Minnesota, talented. We'll see what they do about it. Detroit is upgrading, but I don't know if they're there yet. I'm not going to add another name. I'm just going to stick with the one that was right the first time around, the Atlanta Falcons. Now, you gave me an example, which is interesting because I'm starting to learn a lot more about you. We still haven't hung out yet. The CDC said we can, but you don't like me enough to just go out and kick it with me, mask off. It's okay. I can tell. Baggy suits and all, I ain't going to help your party out. Here's the thing. You just gave me a relative experience, and I'm always talking in the absolutes in this respect when it comes to talent. In the absolute sense, Cal